First of all, is this even like what is this, man? You know what I mean? Who is she gonna play? Hamon Khan? Hamon Khan wasn't that thick, man. Curvy. What are we doing? Uh, I hope Americans don't touch Gundam, man. Like seriously, I don't want them messing up a great story and making like we Americans did a Gundam with the Charlie Hunter movie, that Pacific Rim. That's the best you gonna get out of it, and then they ruined it with the sequel. That's the best you gonna do. But anyway, man, the Night of Indra, my boy, man, Mashmir Shello. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right because it's subbed. And this is how you know this show is good so far. I'm 2 episodes in, and I don't do subs. I really don't. Like I did After War Gundam X back in the day, but I was younger, and Gundam really captured me, like hard. Like I was in anime heavy. I was like 19 maybe, but yeah, it's but like I said, it's keeping me. I always said that the Sherm Amuro were the baby boomers of Gundam, and then Generation X was Camille. Even though Judo and Camille are only like 2 years younger, like Judo is 2 years younger than Camille. I think Camille's 16. Judo and Double Zeta are the millennials, man. Like, look at the fashions. Like, even if you go back with Shard, them the collars, the '70s collars, and how they wore their clothes. It was like '70s, even the hair. But uh, this is this Gundam is just hilarious, man. Like, it was a scene where the robot was running up the hill, where Judo was like trying to get aboard the Argama and steal the double. I think it's just the Zeta Gundam right now. He was trying to steal the Zeta Gundam, and it was just so goofy. It's a lot of goofiness, which I heard about this show. There's a lot of goofiness, but it's not throwing me off in some weird way. Like I don't. I still find it Gundam like it's not so goofy that it's not Gundam. And then you have characters like Haman Karn and Bright Noah still there, so like that's keeping the story. It's like it's the same story you've been watching. Like I gotta put some respect on Bright's name. Bright has lived and seen through it all. He had a flashback on this episode where he was thinking about all the young men that stole and hopped in the Gundam. So Judah is funny. He like, here we go again. CJ San Andreas, let him do his thing, which before he was always reluctant and kind of hateful. Now he's become this kinder old man to like let the newer generation do what they need to do. It was so funny. Um, of course you get the scene. I didn't think we was gonna get it because he's just running around, but you get the showdown with Judo and Mashmir. Once again, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. You get the showdown that, what I love about every Gundam series is them piloting their first time they go against an elite ace pilot and they bumble their way through it. But it was I don't know if Mashmir is an ace pilot though. He just comes off, the Night of Indra, the person Haman Karn chose, but this could be all the rules for something else. Like I said, I'm only 2 episodes in. It's a great episode, great show so far, man, and I'm loving it. I'm mad I didn't watch it sooner, and I think that's because I love Zeta so much. I love Zeta so much, and Camille, I didn't want anybody to top that, and nobody was gonna top that. So like, when I first turned it on and saw Judah, I'm like, this ain't Camille, man. He taking Camille's spot. It's like, what are we doing? And I didn't feel that way with Amuro and Camille for whatever reason. Like I knew the show had to go on, but what Judah Ashton, like he didn't. I wanted to see a character change in an epic like I did with Zeta Gundam, man. It was just it blew my mind how good that Gundam was because I liked the 0079. Wing was my introduction, and then I seen something I want to say 00, and then I went back and watched the Universal timeline. You know what I mean? The Universal Century timeline with the original. And I'm like, oh, this is good. It didn't, but when I saw Zeta, I'm like, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think it was gonna top, but like it's shaping up to be something. It's shaping up to be like I said, like a millennial, rebellious against the old heads who made war, tried to make war look cool. Like Judah's just trying to take care of his squad, man, trying to take care of his sister, which I love, man. And that's just a millennial's life. Like we now have no stakes in the game. We wasn't given anything. You know, when the boomers headed off from, you know, the boom in the economy, and then they gave a little bit to X, we got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then like y'all feeling the after effects Gen Z is, y'all really got nothing. Y'all got double nothing. You know what I'm saying? Double y'all got double Zeta, but yeah, man, that's it. The Sydney Sweeney thing in Gundam is the tits and McGee is everywhere. Like I said, I'm really loving this show. I only think it's gonna get better. Like I'm looking at comments and people are telling me it's a low key classic. So I'm gonna keep going, man. I'm gonna keep going and keep finding gems that I looked past. There's a couple movies I haven't saw either. You know, I'm gonna get this episode 8 out of 10, man. The Night of Endra, which is Mash Marcello. I'm probably butchering that name, man. But anyway, man, Sig Zion, man.